Hello guys, Seymour here. Please like and subscribe. Today I'm going to do the prediction for the F1 season. So let's get into it. In last place I think will be Jack Doohan. I just think his appearance in Abu Dhabi wasn't good enough, and I don't really think he's good enough for F1. In second last place is Gabriel Bortoleto. I think he's probably going to be the best rookie next year. And I think it will be his car that lets him down, not necessarily him. I think he's ready for F1, and I think he'll be Rookie of the Year. Next, I'm going to go for Nico Hülkenberg in the other kick me up the Sauber F1 car. I think he's getting a bit old for F1, but I also think he's an incredible driver. So I think he'll have a good season as well, but his car again will let him down. Then I've gone for Oliver Bearman. I mean, the guy doesn't even. He's just a pay driver. He's just paying his way into F1. I saw him in Formula 2. I just don't think he's F1 ready, even though he's so overhyped, just like someone else that I'll be getting into in a minute. The other pay driver, Lance Stroll, I think he's absolute not very good. Lance Stroll is absolute dog meat when he drove into that gravel trap in Brazil. I mean, even I knew not to do that, and I don't even know how to drive a car. Next is Alex Albon. Again, I think he's going to crash a lot. Probably get the odd good result here and there, maybe in the rain. He's a good driver, but not fantastic. Next is Liam Lawson. Liam Lawson. It will probably be Liam Lawson in the Alpha Tauri or whatever, Minardi or whatever the hell they're called, that team, Racing Bulls, Visa Cash Up, or I don't even know the name of the team. But Liam Lawson will come in. Yeah, I think he's going to have quite a good season. Actually, I think I'm going to change my mind. I'm going to say I forgot about him. He's going to be good in his first full season, but I can't really call him a rookie. If not, I would have gone for him, Rookie of the Year. Next, I've gone for Esteban Ocon. I think he's going to have an average season in the dry, but he's going to have one or two amazing races in the wet. I don't really rate Esteban Ocon in the dry, but his Brazil drive was absolutely amazing. So I think just for that, I think he'll beat Oliver Bearman. But I was a big supporter of Haas last year, but now I don't like neither of their drivers very much. Next, I've got Carlos Sainz Jr. I think he's going to beat Alex Albon in the other Williams. Again, I don't think, but it's a shame that he's not at Ferrari. If not, I think he would have done better than Lewis Hamilton. But Lewis could prove me wrong. But Lewis will either have an amazing or bad season, but we're not talking about him. We're talking about Carlos. So I've gone for him. Next is Pierre Gasly. What to say about this guy? He's going to absolutely thrash Jack Doohan in the other car. Pierre Gasly is very good in the wet, very good in the dry, very consistent. I think he'll have an amazing season. Now I've gone for Fernando Alonso. I didn't know where to put him. Is his car going to be washed? But I think he'll finish in 9th, because I still think that with the arrival of Adrian Newey, I think that will push up the car a bit. Next, I've gone for Andrea Kimi Antonelli, the most overrated driver ever. I think he'll win a race, possibly, but I think he'll probably crash out of about half the races. It's crazy that I've put him this high, Andrea Kimi Antonelli. I think he's, alongside Bearman, the most overrated rookies ever. He's for me, he should have stayed another year in F2, because I think he's an amazing driver. He's got the potential, but I think he's been promoted too soon. Sergio Perez, I think he'll be quite similar to Andrea Kimi Antonelli, apart from he's way older. He'll probably get one or two good results in the car, but not be consistent. Lewis Hamilton, I think he's getting a bit old. I think he's washed. I think had they have kept Carlos in the car, they would have dominated the Constructors' Championship. But Lewis Hamilton, for me, Ferrari have made a massive mistake. Even though I don't like Lewis Hamilton as quite a big Max fan. Next we'll go for George Russell in the Mercedes. George is very good at. I think he'll have a more consistent year than he has had for the last 2 years. But I don't think the car will be good enough for him to challenge. Then I've gone for Lando Norris. I think he'll make too many mistakes like he always does, like last year. And I think Oscar Piastri will come up this year. So in third place, I think is Max Verstappen. I think they'll just be battling together, causing crashes, crashing out all the time. And also, I don't think the Red Bull will make that much of a stride this year. Next, in runner-up, I've gone for Oscar Piastri. Oscar will probably, I think it's his season to challenge for a championship, and I think McLaren will win back-to-back Constructors' Championships. And of course, my champion is Charles Leclerc. I think he's got the car to challenge, and I think Lewis Hamilton, for the first time in his career, after about the 5th race, will be stuck playing second fiddle to Charles Leclerc. So Charles Leclerc is my 2025 Drivers' World Champion. And I'm going to say thank you, goodbye.